Sagittarius, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance from my Sagittarius, please. Ooh. All right, so your energy, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse, okay. Your person, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They're viewing you as the Judgment card, Aries, Scorpio energy. What you're not seeing is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And we see the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, Sag, I kind of feel like you have someone here who feels like you're out of their league. And they may feel like they've missed an opportunity with you. Now with the Eight of Swords in reverse, I do kind of feel like you're aware that you've freed yourself from a karmic situation, but you may still be feeling a little bit on the fence about whether or not you made the right decision here. You know, it's like a should I, shouldn't I energy. But I do think a lot of you, you're recognizing that you've freed yourself from some sort of karmic pattern or some sort of karmic situation. All right, we have the Strength card. Yeah, Leo energy. This is you being strong. This is you holding back. I mean, you're also recognizing that you do have a spiritual connection here with this person. But I also think that you're working on yourself. And after coming out of this karmic situation, you're building up your strength and courage again. But I think you have some questions here. You have some question marks about whether or not you made the right decision. You know, can this person change? Is this the right connection for me? All right. And I also think you're enjoying some attention. You know, you may have gone through a bit of a glow up. Double eights are a really auspicious, really good sign that you have abundance coming towards you. All right. And that you're on the right path. Now you're viewing this person as the Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces energy. So you do still have sweet feelings for this person. You may know, maybe they've offered you an apology, or maybe you know that they have sweet feelings for you, but I do think you still have sweet feelings for you. There was intimacy, or there is intimacy between the two of you. And you're viewing the connection as the Ace of Swords. So you're seeing things clearly, but for a lot of you, I think you're seeing that there's potentially a new beginning here. Okay. So this person, Emperor energy in reverse, Aries energy. This may be someone who's a little bit temperamental. This can be somebody who's a bit non-committal. This can also be somebody who's not quite ready to step up, Sag. All right. So I do want you to be careful, because like your energy is like really positive, but I'm not so sure that we're seeing this person exactly the way we're supposed to. Okay. So we'll see. I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. Anything can happen. We're early on in the reading. And remember, if a particular reading isn't resonating with you, Sagittarius, do check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I also like to check out my North Node. So Spirit's saying right now, Sag, everything is flowing. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. If you don't feel good in your current circumstances, it's only to show you contrast, which will allow you to move towards what does feel good. All right. And there's an amazing story here. Some situations are more than meets the eye. While it may appear like an ordinary event, it could be magic unfolding. Don't judge a book by its cover. Okay. And you can't escape your shadow self. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will continue to direct your life. So there is something here that we do need to take a harder look at, Sag. Now, this amazing story can be, you know, maybe there is something really beautiful and amazing developing between the two of you. If this is something that isn't meant to work out, Sag, it's probably putting you on the path to something that's much better, much more in alignment with you. Now we see, while it may appear like an ordinary event, it could be magic unfolding. Again, I keep getting a message here. Something isn't exactly the way you're seeing it. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, we see beautiful things take time to grow. So that includes yourself. There's no need to rush. Allow yourself to grow at your own pace. So there's no need to rush to make a decision. There's no need to rush to have all of the answers. But I am seeing some worrisome cards in your person's energy with the Emperor in reverse. Now this can be somebody who's temperamental. This can be somebody who's very my way or the highway, stubborn, controlling. It can be a player. It can be somebody who's not quite ready to step up. This person definitely feels like they've missed an opportunity here with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And I think you're in the process here of trying to figure out whether or not this is someone you should invest in. You're very optimistic, okay? And I do see you see sweet feelings. You have sweet feelings for this person. But the Knight of Swords in reverse could be this person hasn't been completely honest with you. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. It can also be somebody who's rushed in and rushed out of the connection. It also can be somebody who's not seeing things clearly themselves. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. There's something here that needs to change. And they may not be seeing that. There may be something in their behavior that they need to change in order for this to be a healthy, aligned connection for the both of you. I also feel like this is somebody here who maybe rushes in and out of connections. This is somebody who maybe doesn't stick around when things get hard or when it's time for them to step up, Sag. So I want you to be really aware of that, because this is somebody who, like I said, they kind of like things to be easy or want you to make things easy for them. And we see the Sun card, Leo energy. This is somebody who's positive, who's passionate, who's playful, who likes attention, gets a lot of attention. This is very highly attractive energy. So I can see why you're really attracted to this person. But they're viewing you as the Judgment card. So they see you as somebody who's like a next level type love. They may also feel like they can come in and there will be a second chance here. All right, they're viewing you as the Eight of Swords, but they feel like there's something here that you're not seeing or that you're overthinking things. Nine of Pentacles, they see you as independent. They see you as strong-willed. They see you as having everything you need. They see you as taking good care of your house, your home, your finances. All right, you're in a really healthy energy. And we see the Knight of Pentacles. This is also somebody who's hardworking, somebody who's dedicated. But they also see that you're willing to put in the work in this connection. But the one thing I'd be very cautious with you here, Sag, and this came out, I think, in Gemini's reading, and if I'm not mistaken, you came through in the Gemini reading. This person knows that you're willing to put in the work, and they may create a little loophole for themselves to do less because they know that you'll always do more. All right. We see the King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. I'm hearing this person knows what they're doing. This person is seeing things from a higher perspective. All right. I do think this person is planning on coming in and communicating. Okay, let's see what we need to know about them. What do we need to know about them? All right, Queen energy. So they radiate the regal feminine and they use their benevolent authority to protect others. So again, that's a very highly attractive energy. And we see Hermit energy. They seek solitude to focus intently on inner life, and it serves their personal creativity. All right, so again, this person may be somebody who's very wise, somebody who spends a lot of time alone, somebody who may need to regulate alone. Okay, somebody who's used to dealing with their problems on their own. Somebody who may be very creative as well. All right, so again, I can see why you're attracted to this person. Okay, because there is a wisdom there, and there's that, that benevolent authority that they have. They're viewing you as the damsel in reverse, though, waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. Now, I don't think they see you that way because, again, they're seeing you as the Nine of Pentacles. They're seeing you as hardworking. They're seeing you as somebody putting in the work. So I don't think they feel like you're waiting for them to come in and save you. But what I'm getting here is they feel like there might be something unhealthy or imbalanced about this connection. I'm also getting that this person may project onto you, okay, from their past experiences or what they've learned about, partnership, that a partner, is going to take more from you than they're going to give, right? That's kind of the energy I'm getting. But I actually feel like in reality, you give more and this person gives less or takes more and you give more, which creates an imbalance. All right. They may also feel like there's something here you're not fully seeing, okay, which can be a little bit of a sneaky energy. Yeah, and they see you as this child magical energy, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things and the belief that everything is possible. So I think they feel like there's a purity here to you. There's magical energy around you. But Sag, I kind of feel like this person feels like you're out of their league. They know you're out of their league, but it almost feels like they feel like they're getting one over on you here. That's kind of what I'm getting. And that like you will see the potential in like them changing. You'll put in the work. You'll give more. And again, they're not, I don't know that they're all bad by any means, but I feel like this person isn't always honest. And I think they know they rush in and out of connections. They kind of take what they can. They enjoy it. And then when it serves them, they leave. They don't step up. Queen of Pentacles energy in reverse tells me that this person may actually feel like you're out of their league, financially or physically, emotionally. I also don't love the Queen of Pentacles in reverse because it tells me that this person doesn't give. They know they don't give what they're supposed to in this relationship or in relationships. Cancerian energy. They feel there's a soulmate connection. They're coming towards you. They feel there's a soulmate connection. Two of Cups. They're coming towards you. They benefit a lot from this connection, but the Nine of Swords in reverse is a reminder that this person may come in and just repeat old patterns. So you need to be careful about whether or not this is a wise investment for you. Okay? The Nine of Pentacles in reverse is saying, hey, make sure that this person is actually putting their money where their mouth is, because I feel there's something unhealthy. The Devil in reverse is telling me, a lot of my Saggies, you may have already freed yourself from a karmic situation. And I do feel like you're on the fence about whether or not you made the right decision or not. Now, do I believe people can change? I do. Do you believe people can change? It looks like you do still see like there's potential. But I think we're getting a really big warning sign that I think you've already freed yourself from something toxic or something that wasn't balanced. And yes, there's this powerful connection between the two of you. But the Nine of Swords in reverse is somebody who goes back to repeating old patterns where they take more and you give more. All right, and we see Hermit card. It's time for some serious introspection, Virgo energy. I think you have a new beginning in love, Sag, and for a lot of you, I think it's going to be in a different direction. Like I said, this person's going to make it very, very hard for you to move forward, move on. I think you're already on the fence about them. They're coming in strategically with a romantic offer, but I would take a really, really good, hard look here, Sag, about whether or not this new beginning with this person is the right one. All right, it is a little bit of a warning message, so let's see what we need to know about them. All right, seeking guidance, so they may be getting readings or they're asking friends and family here. Okay, but we see shady energy. I'm picking up on that throughout this reading, and this person has a tendency to do a runner, and when things get tougher, it's time for them to step up, Sag. I don't see them doing that. I see them coming around, giving you enough just to make sure that you don't go away, right? Or that they get, they get a little bit more. And again, I'm not saying this person is all bad, but this is the pattern they have in relationships. Okay, let's see what they want to say to you. Unworthy, you're a better person than I am. This whole reading, their energy is fueled by them not feeling good enough for you. So I want you to be really aware of that. All right. And I feel like a part of me is missing without you, but I kind of feel like this person creates absence here on purpose, or that's how they cope. And you made me realize my flaws, my shadow side. So again, this person I think does realize what they're not doing really right in this connection. Oops, sorry, I just bumped the camera. Let's see. I'm going to give these guys a shuffle. What are this person's very next actions towards my Sagittarius? Lover's card, making a decision, coming towards you, but not investing. So I want you to be aware, because they're coming through, they're still bringing in that insecurity about you being out of their league, you being better than them, you being more stable. They're recognizing there's a soulmate connection. And I do think that there's a strong connection between the two of you, but I think you have to be very careful. Now, I'm really picking up on this Ace of Cups being some sort of new energy here for you. So I want to see if there's somebody else around my Saggies, this Ace of Cups. Is there somebody new that they should be aware of or coming into their life? Somebody who's creative, somebody who potentially enjoys art, working with their hands, music, putting their ideas to work for them. Twin soul energy, this kind of gets better, right? A mirror of yourself, a connection that intends for you both to balance your feminine and masculine energies and evolve your soul. It may be somebody who's already around you, or someone where it starts off as a friendship and this is an intense connection. All right, so the depth of this person's thoughts and emotions indicate a high intellect. So you do have this other option and potential new beginning. Of course, the decision is going to be up to you, Sag. All right, let's see. What do we need to know? Advice and guidance for my Sagittarius at this point in time. Advice and guidance for my Sagittarius. You are still whole. This moment doesn't diminish your worth. Okay? Hold your center, Sag. You can care without abandoning yourself. And this requires honesty, not strategy. And that's not only honesty with this person, but honesty with yourself about, is this the right investment? Because a lot of you, one of the hardest parts is over. Like, you've freed yourself from a karmic situation. We oftentimes think that's the hardest part, but the hardest part can sometimes be sticking to it. And Spirit saying, again, trust your pace. You're allowed to move slowly. And again, beautiful things take time to grow. There's no need to rush. Allow yourself to grow at your own pace. All right, Sag, I'm going to leave it here. Sending you love and light. Take care.